Hello. It is currently 5:48 p.m. This was supposed to be here 33 minutes ago.
That you are 100% going to have to cut out.
No. That's not a bad word. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right. Okay, anyway,
Timestamp in the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
Watch you cut yours and not mine, and then I fucking look horrible.
Plastered. Anyway, Shep's late because he shit himself.
I had Taco Bell for dinner last night.
You know, he had
Can't trust the farts.
10 hours before the podcast.
I was sleeping because I have 12-hour night shifts. I was sleeping. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you could have gotten up a tad bit earlier and just sat on the toilet and pushed it out.
I did. And then as I
were
was
you on the
ready,
toilet for 7 hours?
and then as I was ready, right before I get to leave, I'm like, damn, I got to fart, but I don't want to. I don't trust this fart. So I sat down, and sure enough, I fucking blew the toilet out again. So
it, here he is, 30 minutes late, and we're gonna have a 10-minute episode.
No, it'll be 40 minutes.
Anyway, we're gonna keep the racing to short because Shep has some good things to talk about. Apparently,
I got the sauce.
The sauce is here with them sauce. But so what we'll talk about is
Sean's not gonna like this episode.
The league. Briefly go over NASCAR, and then we'll preview the USGP.
Briefly.
Okay. HWR Racing's Next Gen Championship Race 2 was at Michigan, and we had a new winner, which I guess it's not really new. It's only the second race. David Maxwell, one of our team guys, won. And again, it was a .02 margin of victory.
Wow.
Yeah. And so these past two races, Falcon in total combined has lost by .03 of the past two races. So he's been the bridesmaid twice.
Yeah.
We do points for like most laps led, pole position, shit like that. Actually, I don't remember all the pole, but we do extra points too, which is cool.
Yeah.
Good race. We gained 2 people, so we're getting there. We're growing. We're getting big. We're had fun.
Growing like a boner.
Yeah. Next week we got Bristol. Short track. I think we said we were doing 100 laps. Maybe it was 75. I don't know. I was stupid. I don't remember. NASCAR was at Texas. It's pretty wild. We had the most cars collected in a crash at Texas ever.
Your boy forgot to put picks in. I think it was
like 15. You suck.
I lost anyway, so it doesn't matter.
And we had Kyle Larson won again. It's nothing new.
Yo, is he gonna get that girthy W at the end of the season?
If he doesn't, it's a real shame because he's won so much.
If he doesn't, tinfoil hat.
No, well, maybe. If Chase Elliott wins, tinfoil hat.
Tinfoil hat.
Because the dude is down, and it's bullshit. Fuck Chase Elliott. Not really. Fuck NASCAR for sucking Chase Elliott's dick. Anyway.
We'll get into that again.
Yeah. And then the USGP is this weekend in Coda, which is the Formula 1. So, let's get wild. Go McLaren. And that's my preview for GP. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, first off, fuck the Bills. Fuck the Bills. Okay, go ahead.
That is my not poggers because I got to be honest with you. First of all, I've kind of denounced Pittsburgh. Unfortunately, like they could do good, they can make it into the playoffs. I still believe that, but they're not going to beat the AFC teams. Unfortunately, the AFC is running pretty hot right now, and they're just not gonna beat those top tier teams. So I'm a Bills fan this year. I know last year I was like, fuck you, Bills.
No. You're a fan of the team. You're not a fan of the fans.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
so you're good.
I'm a smart Bills fan.
Yeah.
I like them because I think they make good coaching decisions,
It's a brilliant. That was the best thing you could have done.
and because I think Josh Allen's a good quarterback and they got a good team. Until last night, because that was the stupidest fucking thing I might have ever seen.
But you have to go for that.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
You kick it.
No. Not when you have the best quarterback in the league.
Oh, okay. If you have the best quarterback in the league, then put him up against the other team in overtime.
No. Win the game.
That was fucking stupid. I don't.
Yeah, you're fucking stupid.
No.
9 out of 10 times, you're going to go for that.
No.
9 out of 10 times.
Absolutely not. You win that game, you go to overtime. It's a lot less of a
you're right.
gamble.
You win that game. You don't go to overtime.
No. It's
No
a
shit.
lot less
Good
of
job.
a gamble if you go to overtime.
Yeah,
That is-
but it's early in the season. Who gives a fuck? You go for it.
No, that I'll agree with, just because of their particular division
Yeah,
is
they're
due to AIDS.
they're gonna seal the division, so go for it.
So in that aspect, sure.
And you gotta when you're deep in the playoffs and a situation like that, you gotta know how your team's gonna handle it. So try it.
My perspective on the whole thing is if that's a higher stakes game, that's a stupid decision.
Yes,
But the type of situation they were in yesterday, it fucking doesn't matter. In reality, it doesn't matter.
See,
I don't know if the game should have even been that close.
no, it never should have. But they
Unfortunately,
couldn't stop
the
run.
defense decided to move out of the way and pray to almighty Derrick Henry and just let him run and fuck all over him.
The Bills fans have like this weird obsession with Matt Milano, and he's a good linebacker, but the dude sucks in coverage. They all suck in coverage. Their linebacking core is terrible in coverage. But
That was
they suck them off.
That was just a Bills defense poo-poo game.
The
because
only
offense was
people
firing.
making the tackles were the safeties.
Yeah,
and
the offense
two
was going
smallest
off.
guys on the fucking field.
No, and Ryan Tannehill's like
Nah,
mediocre.
I fucking hate Ryan Tannehill.
Like, I don't know.
Passion.
He's not making these big plays. It literally
He
was
doesn't
just
have to.
it was shit coverage, and they just let Derrick Henry go.
Like what they do is they run for 5 yards, run for 2 yards. It's now a 3rd and 3, a slant down the middle, 8 yards.
What I don't
He
understand,
does 8-yard passes.
you go on any social media and you see highlights of Derrick Henry. Why the flying fuck do people try to tackle him so high? I don't understand it. You guys are professional.
They have too much pride.
Professional fucking football players. You have been taught how to properly tackle. Why are you trying to tackle Derrick fucking Henry around the shoulders?
Yeah.
Ooh, what? He's going to body slam you with his arm every fucking time. That's what he's known for. He's known for some of the meanest fucking stiff arms in the modern era of football.
The only person who made a good tackle against him was Micah Hyde when he had to step up and he went low. Derrick dropped his head too.
Yeah.
So it ended up being like a little head-to-head, but it looked like he was a little higher, but he was low.
There was clips of Derrick Henry throwing 330-pound fucking defensive linemen. You are not going to get him up top. You're not gonna.
No. The dude's 250 pounds and runs like a 4.6. You're stupid.
Everybody goes down at the legs. Go for the legs. I just don't get it. I just don't understand.
Why do you think all these fucking linemen wear knee braces? Because they get fucked in the legs.
I literally don't understand. So that's
Colts.
Bills game.
Nice. Colts looked good against a shitty team.
Bro, okay. Steelers game. First of
They're
all,
playing. Okay, the Seattle offense. While yes, it's missing Russell Wilson, and Collinsworth is the dumbest person I've ever heard in my entire life. I didn't realize how important Russell Wilson was. No shit. What do you mean?
yeah, really.
Are you stupid?
There's a reason why his backup's been playing in the league for 7 years and hasn't been a starter.
Right.
He did okay, but he's not.
No, like Geno Smith is handling it as best he can, which is fine. Like you don't expect your.
Well, that's like fucking Rudolph from Pittsburgh. Like he's not good, but he's doing.
He can hold his own. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like your defense can hold them pretty tightly, but you guys beat the Seattle defense too. So like there's
I just don't get.
It's just tight. It was a tight game.
There was multiple things in that game, and this is like the meat of what I wanted to talk about, and not because I'm a Pittsburgh fan, but first of all, before I get into that, Kansas City.
Fuck you.
There was a. You know, I don't know if you've seen it where they do like the overreactions for the week. On social media, I've seen it on Instagram.
I don't think so.
And it's like statements, and then it's like it's not an overreaction or it is an overreaction.
Yeah.
So for the first couple weeks, it was like, Kansas City's going to be in trouble, blah blah blah, and then it was like, oh, that's an overreaction. Now it's like, that's not an overreaction.
No.
They're not probably going to win. So
like, yeah, they ended up winning what, like 30-14 or whatever.
As you should. That should have been a blowout.
Right. Like they don't have an offense. They have a freaking college graduate as a quarterback.
It's
accountant, whatever the fuck he is. You needed to smoke him. You have 3 of the best receivers in the league.
Yeah. I don't know why their offense is not like.
And you supposedly have the best quarterback in the league, and he's throwing 2 interceptions. He's thrown more interceptions this year than he has in like 2 years. Why? Because he's trying to do stupid shit.
Tommy Boy is having quite the fucking season.
Oh, it's awesome. I love it.
He's popping off, which is funny. And then I'm seeing more of, since they can't possibly suck Patrick Mahomes' dick when he's blowing dick himself, they're giving credit to the Matt Stafford no-look passes. Yeah. Which I think are funny.
It's like, oh, look at what he's been doing.
Wow, look, another quarterback that can do a no-looker. Woo!
He's been doing that for 8 years, but
sure. So anyway,
10 years, whatever, how long he's been.
So Pittsburgh game. I don't understand why Pittsburgh, they got a new offensive coordinator, they got a new offense they're running, and they're trying to mold some hybrid modern era offense around the dinosaur era fucking Ben Roethlisberger, and I just don't. I don't.
Every time I just hear his name, I keep seeing that video of him just falling.
I just don't get it. I don't know why we've decided to double down on Ben Roethlisberger. I don't.
He's got to. He only has like they got to be done with him after this year, right?
They have to.
They have to. He is so bad.
I don't know why their offense has resorted to throwing 2-yard passes that get 1 yard net forward. So if you do it 4 times, you're going to get 4 fucking collective yards, and then you turn the ball over.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. So the Pittsburgh offense is doo-doo.
Your only shining moment is Deontay Johnson, but Deontay Johnson is so inconsistent with his hands. And then you have Najee Harris, who's awesome, who's amazing, but you have no line to protect him.
Yeah. So he's doing the best he can, but
there's only so much he can do.
If you don't change stuff, that kid's not going to be there.
No, it's gonna end up being
he's gonna go fucking
like a no Sean Marino-esque career where he's gonna have like a few really great highlights. Then you're like, dude, you were really good in college. And he goes, yeah, I died as soon as I got to the NFL.
Yeah. So you got to figure that out. Okay, but that's not even my bitch. My bitch was the end of that game. We won, so I'm okay with it. I was fucking fuming with that ref decision at the end.
I was asleep.
First of all, my weekly Chris Collinsworth is an idiot moment was when, I don't even remember the poor guy's name, one of the Seattle linebackers tried to make a tackle, and he
got like severely injured.
He hit his defensive lineman with his helmet in like his leg. Now, a defensive lineman's leg is denser than a tree trunk, so his head fucking snapped back at a 90-degree angle. So, and he was down, and they braced his neck, and they sent him to University of Pittsburgh Medical Center. So I don't know what the update is on him, but I hope he's doing okay. And while the player's down and everybody's trying to figure out what's going on, first of all, I think they were on the situation a little too much. Like instead of rolling commercials while they tried to, they were just kind of lingering there.
Yeah.
So now the announcers are trying to talk,
which is what they did with that one guy from the soccer game.
Oh yeah. So now they're trying to linger, like, so now the announcers are trying to fill space, and enter dumb fuck Chris Collinsworth, where he's like, he said something like, I hate to say it, but this is not just a game, but it's also at the end of the day a game. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, he's so stupid.
This guy's dying,
Yeah.
and you're talking about it being a game and not a game, and the coffee I had today was too bland, and you're fucking,
Yeah.
you are completely spaced out. Like, I don't know what.
I wanted to mention this last week too. When the Bills were playing, he was encouraging Kansas City to this is how you hurt him. When he's on the ground and running, you twist his ankle. That's how you do it, and because that's what the linebacker had done when he was like he's running the ball. He does he knows what he's getting into. So just do it. And it's no. Now you're just a scumbag because you are so in love with Patrick Mahomes, but you're just a scumbag in general. Because
does that actually happen?
Don't read.
Have coaches told people to
twist a little
go extra? Yes, but you don't say that on TV when you're announcing a football game.
No,
you don't. You don't do that.
What's your opinion on T.J. Watt throwing some haymakers?
That was an accident. Fuck off.
An accident? The dude's throwing haymakers. What do you mean?
No. He was trying to punch the ball out.
How is this an accident?
No, he was trying to punch the ball out. Fuck off.
Throwing haymakers.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
He was not. He's trying to punch the ball out.
And a hard helmet doesn't stop you?
He might have thought it was the ball. I don't know. Defensive pick will get a little stupid.
No, he was straight up knew it was a helmet, and he was going for it.
No. He was trying to punch the ball out, okay?
Stop it.
Anyway, so the last play, Seattle's close. Pittsburgh's winning. They're trying to get closer so they can get a field goal off. Throw to DK Metcalf along the sideline. And he decides to run forward multiple steps, and the ball comes out. He gets it knocked out of his hands, and it's recovered by Seattle, and the time runs out before they could get the spike off.
Yep.
Well, in that time, the refs got a call from the booth, and the booth wanted to review the catch fumble. The fuck what? Why was that even remotely in question? If anything needed to be in question, it was the time when the spike got off.
Right.
That you could have questioned.
Right. But
the catch fumble did not fucking need to be questioned. That was
already after another play, too. Or after the spike, right?
No, they said that it came in before the spike happened. The ref got the alert before the spike, and they tried to stop it.
Oh, okay.
So the spike never happened.
Gotcha.
So when they got the whole thing resolved, it went back to the time on the clock before the spike, which was roughly 3 seconds. Which, either way, what ends up happening is they either get it with 3 seconds or they get the spike off at 1 second, because the spike did happen with 1 second left on the clock.
Right.
So either way, they're getting the field goal off. But what pissed me off about the whole thing is it kind of seemed like a little sketchy on the ref's part. Why are we reviewing that? He was clearly in bounds. He clearly had possession because he started running forward.
Yeah.
And he never went to the ground, so the ball was punched out. Why was that even remotely needing to be reviewed?
That was... Now you're just giving them a breather.
Tinfoil hat, what are you trying to do here?
Yeah.
Whose side are you on? Come on. Why are we doing shit like that? And that's not even the refs on the field. The ref was fucking standing right there on the sideline.
Yeah.
And he let that shit go. And then you tell the head ref that you need to booth review that? What the fuck is up with you?
Yeah.
So I was heated. And then I see today Shannon Sharp and fucking DK Metcalf throwing it.
Yeah, and
on Twitter.
To the point of they're both right. Shannon was like, listen, catch the ball, go out of bounds. You save your guy some time. Then you get, you get a little, everybody can breathe. But now you're running the clock down, wasting time, and then you get out. And then you lose the ball. And you risk getting hit, you risk all that shit. All right? And DK's like, well, what if I broke, he's, in his mind, it's like, I can break free plays. I'm a massive dude. fast, massive dude. Which again, I get, and he's a playmaker. He wants to like that's how these guys think. I'm going to be the one to win us this game. Give me the ball.
Which is okay.
Give me the ball.
To a point.
Right. Again, just like situational awareness, just know what the team needs. And so they're both right. It was just annoying that they went to Twitter and had like a little half-ass beef.
No, I'm on Shannon Sharp's side with this one. Sorry. I agree that DK Metcalf can break plays and he can make plays and he's good. But I think in the situation
just get out of bounds.
He was swarmed by multiple people, so he would have got taken down.
Yeah.
And there was a guy on the side of you and there was a guy in front of you. Unless you're Jesus Christ, I don't think you're getting through that because you got the sideline on one side, you got a guy on the other side of you, and then somebody's in front of you. I don't think you're getting around that. Number one. Number two, swallow your fucking pride for a second.
They can't.
Okay. Because
none of these new NFL players can.
That was a bad football IQ play. And I'm not a professional athlete, no. But anybody that's played the sport knows that was a bad IQ play. And it's okay to have bad IQ plays. Like, you're not going to be perfect all the fucking time. You're going to play in the NFL for 10 years. You're going to make mistakes. How many times has Tom Brady made mistakes? And he's the best quarterback in the game. Okay? Like, I don't understand why you can't admit that you should have stepped the fuck out of bounds. Okay? And I think the funny part about it is, and I saw this take on it, where if usually those debate show hosts like Stephen A. or guys like that will throw shade at players, and then players have the ultimate clapback of like, fuck you, you don't play.
Yeah.
So you don't know what you're talking about.
Well, okay, Shannon went a little far with like, don't talk to me unless you got my stats. Who gives a fuck what you did?
Well, that was...
I understand you made your point. There was no reason to go, look at my stats, bitch.
Right. He did go down, like I
grow
did
up.
lose a little respect for him because it's like, no, why are we still, like, you're like throwing your clout around like we're in high school. It's like that. Just, you're right. Yeah. You know you have accolades in the sport. Just talk your shit and let it go. Or you could shit talk in a different way. You don't have to be like, fucking,
you should listen to me.
Pray you're as good as me. And it's like, well, okay, maybe he fucking will be. You don't know what this kid's gonna do.
Right. And DK's response was funny. He goes, I mean, yeah, I'd like to be as good as you. But,
yeah,
but
that's,
chill out.
I feel like that's the only response you can have. So you lose a little bit of credibility when you do something like that because it's like you had the argument won before you did something like that, and then you're kind of like, all right, now that's kind of stupid. But I just, either way you spin it, he either gets the ball knocked out, which he did, and then it can be recovered by Pittsburgh and you lose.
Or he gets tackled in bounds. He could even be...
Or you get tackled in bounds and the clock runs out. So...
And there's like the chance of getting hurt. There's a chance of... There's just so many stupid variables that could have happened.
Those extra couple yards did not matter. You needed to step it the fuck out of bounds and call it a day.
Yeah.
And that was... So I saw the heat between the two of them this morning. I was like, woo!
Yeah.
Woo! That is, yeah. So that was this week in the NFL. Fucking,
yeah.
Well, didn't Jacksonville finally won?
Jacksonville finally won. Because the Dolphins are ass.
And
you know what? You know what makes the NFL good? When the Dolphins are ass, because fuck the Dolphins.
Yeah.
And when the Chiefs are bad, because fuck the Chiefs.
And everybody's blowing Lamar Jackson.
I don't mind it.
Because he's popping off.
I did mind it after last week because, I mean, we had 17 injuries happen in that game, and then they were like, wow, did you see how good he was? Well, I mean, when you're playing college-level athletes against NFL-level athletes. Well,
he's putting up... I guess he's putting up comparable to better numbers than he did in his MVP season. So
good for him. I hope he does well because I think he gets too much bullshit about the running shit. Like
I hate the Ravens though. That's my problem.
Which I do. Like Ravens are annoying and whatnot, but like I'm over the Lamar Jackson's a running back thing because he can throw the ball. We've seen it. He can throw.
Yeah,
the ball.
he just happens to be
a better runner,
more mobile quarterbacks that we have in the league right now, and that's okay too. Like I fuck with it. They got to do something. They don't have a running back, so
I mean, anybody who's complaining that, like, if he was a Colt, I'd love that. If he was a Pittsburgh Steeler, you'd love that.
Yeah, because teams can't stop that shit.
Yeah.
Cleveland Browns got fucked in the butt from a bunch of injuries that they got now. Did you see their injury list?
Their entire offense is just dead.
They got fucking Baker, Odell, which is like not really. Odell's washed. And then both of their fucking running backs. Which fucked my fantasy team. Thank God I won. Oh, my
Good
Lord.
for Baker. Baker's a tough dude. I love him.
Yo, he's slung
like,
that shit.
He's slowly growing. Like, I loved him at Oklahoma because he was just like, fuck yourself. Go, whatever.
He's a big personality.
Yeah, and I thought for sure that the Bills were going to pick him up because that was the year that they picked up Josh, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was the next year. I don't remember. But, and I was like, he fits perfectly with, like, the Mafia. He's just a wild, no fucks given.
Yeah.
I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And
he was spinning his tires, I think, early in, but a lot of those guys were. Josh Allen did fucking, nobody remembers this, but the almighty Patrick Mahomes had a year before everything took off where he was like kind of meh.
He was a backup.
Yeah, like I don't know. So,
I sent you guys the Jamal Adams thing, right?
Yeah.
Where he hits him in the fucking head.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I sent the one where like they have the clip of his intro, which is "I'm the best in the nation," and then 3 seconds later it's him letting the ball hit himself in the head before he actually like tries to catch it. It is the best clip ever because I'm so tired of Jamal Adams.
The one you sent us was the Barstool one, where it was the clip of him saying that, but then underneath his name it had his rank, and it was like 60 something.
Yeah.
It was like really bad. So the comment was like, you can't say you're the best of the nation when your rank is 60 whatever.
Fuck that guy. He drives me absurd. Jalen Ramsey. Okay, Jalen can talk that shit, and Matthew. I hate them all three equally.
Matthew I don't like.
Because Matthew's like everything's a flag to him because he's a pussy.
Yeah.
Jalen gets away with taunting, but our team can't. Like, whatever. So does Aaron Rodgers, apparently. I own you.
He's an arrogant fuck, dude. Oh my God. Would I take
know
him
that's not directly at a player, so it's not taunting. But
would I take him in Pittsburgh? Absolutely. But I still think he's an arrogant fuck.
Yeah.
Like
he just hair. Ugh.
Yeah.
All right, we got to get to your sauce so you can go to work.
That was my sauce.
Oh, Pittsburgh, the
Shannon Sharp thing.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know if you saw it or not, and I was like,
yeah,
damn, that's funny. So,
yeah, wild times here in the NFLs.
Oh, Nicodemus tried to call me.
Of course he did. He misses you. He's so sad. He loves you so much.
My baby.
Okay, that's enough. That you made that really weird.
Have FaceTime sex.
Shep went to the strip club again today.
No, I didn't.
He just confirmed it with me on the phone.
I did not. That is false. That is slander.
By himself this time.
That is slander. Oh, now you're gonna get me in trouble with the lady. Did you see that shit I sent you guys, by the way? Speaking of ladies.
Yes, but I don't remember what it. I watched it. I just don't remember what it said. But it was something about like them getting angry.
No, it was arguing with your girl in 2021.
Oh, okay. And then you put on a wing. You're like, I identify as a woman.
Yeah. Then you fucking like from the top rope.
Yes. That dude got parallel with the ground.
Yeah, he did.
That was wild.
It was funny. So, yeah, I got a movie. I actually watched a movie this week.
Okay.
Zodiac.
Ooh, you're a big fan of Jake Gyllenhaal now, aren't you?
Well, it came up because I watched his other movie.
Oh wait, no, Zodiac. He's in it. No,
yeah, he is.
Is he?
Yeah. And then Robert Downey Jr. and
okay.
Mark Ruffalo, which is he's
he's
not a good actor. I don't like him, but the movie was good. Good movie. I knew nothing about like that.
The killer?
Yeah, and that was so fucking crazy that they just still never really officially.
No, and there was
like they knew that it was this guy, but they never like
they couldn't prove it.
Yeah, and then he just died, and that was it.
Yeah, and there was a weird thing. Like I feel like it was last year where, like he came back. He obviously didn't because he's dead. But
right.
a copycat,
Like a copycat popped up,
tried to be like that, and they're like, yeah, no, we caught you. And the guy's like, oh shit.
Yeah, the movie did a really good job. Again, Robert Downey Jr. throws it. Fucking
That was
all-star performance.
That was like 2005, 6,
Yeah.
maybe later.
He might be one of my favorite actors.
Junior or RDJ or
Yeah.
he's in one of my favorite series, which is Sherlock Holmes. I love him.
Yeah, and I saw him in a movie where he was like a judge or a lawyer or some shit.
The judge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was phenomenal. Like,
That's
hearing
with De Niro, I think, right?
Yeah, hearing his backstory and how he was like in prison and all this shit, and now he's like, he is. I'm sorry, but he is Iron Man. Like,
oh yeah, there is no replacement.
They're making comics that are resembling him now.
He
like,
built Marvel.
Yeah,
Rebuilt Marvel, I should say.
so kudos to him. But another all-star performance from him. And my boy Jake did good. I liked it.
What you rating it? It's by the way, it's about the Zodiac Killer. If you didn't understand.
Yeah, it just kind of like it went through what they did and like how they were trying to figure out who it was, and then everything kind of.
Does Jake play the killer?
No, he plays the cartoonist. That was like.
Oh, right. Okay.
That worked for the paper.
Yep.
That was trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because the cops kind of let it go, and then.
Who plays? Or do you not see him?
No, you do. He was.
I've never seen the movie. I've just know the story.
What the fuck did he play in? The thing I know him from is The Office. You remember like Michael's friend that always came in, the bigger dude.
Fuck. Yeah, I think so.
And he was like always saying like not safe for work shit.
So you liked him?
That's the actor.
2007, by the way.
It was the movie was based off the book.
This guy.
Yes.
Yeah. John Carroll Lynch.
The movie was based off the book that the actual person wrote. So Jake Gyllenhaal was portraying a cartoonist who followed the Zodiac Killer back when it was going on, and then he ended up writing a book about it. And then the movie is based off that book.
I don't think he's in The Office.
Oh, am I confusing him with somebody else?
Yeah, no, he looks very similar to that guy. Yeah, he's not in The Office.
Oh, okay. I was confusing him. So, yeah. But I enjoyed it. It was a fun time. Not a fun time, like...
well,
okay.
right.
It was a good movie. It was a fun time watching the movie. There we go.
Yeah.
Not a fun time when it was happening. But that last scene where he just kind of walks into the dude's store and he like knows it's him, and then he looks right at him, and the guy's kind of like, "Oh, can I help you?" And then he stopped for a second and had this like, "Oh fuck" look on his face. And then, but it never got solved. That I liked. Like they knew, he figured it out, but he's not police, so he can't do anything. I guess the case is still open in like 2 of the counties that it happened in.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's the tough thing with the justice system is, if I were to find evidence, it's like most of the time. Obviously, there's a lot of different variables that go into it, but most of the time it's inadmissible or it's admissible in court because it's not like I can't just be like, "Hey, here you go, see ya." They have to find it, and it's
and a lot of
the
biggest thing with that case that I was noticing, from at least the way the movie portrayed it, is there was a lot of shit that was like the timing was fitting perfectly on everything, but that was just like circumstantial. Like there was no, you can't go into court and say, "Oh, because of this time frame of things, it's this guy."
Oh yeah, timing doesn't matter.
It's like
it's timing with other things.
The whole thing made sense,
but it can't be just timing.
The whole thing made sense, but
yeah, that's all circumstantial.
They were literally just one small piece of evidence away from hitting him with
and that's all it is. I mean, like every serial killer is one small piece away from getting caught.
Yeah.
Ted Bundy got pulled over, caught. Oh shit. why did he get pulled over? Speeding or some shit.
Fucking his light was
And,
out.
Yeah, it was like that. And then they're like, oh, dude, you actually fit the description. So can you pop your trunk? Oh, shit, there's everything. Thanks. You're going to jail.
Yeah.
And now you're going to prison, and you're going to die.
So
yeah. Serial killers are wild. Wild people. And not in a good way, obviously.
No.
I have been rewatching Jack Ryan.
Oh.
I watched.
Watch that.
It's the first season's really good. The second season's good, but it's not really good. Third season was supposed to come out last year, but due to COVID, it was pushed to. It's supposed to be released yesterday, or actually, it's supposed to be released today, or no, last Friday.
Oh.
But apparently, due to the recording complications, it's getting pushed to like early January or some shit like that.
Poo-poo.
Yeah. But they already announced that the fourth season has been confirmed. I don't know how you do that without releasing the third season, but okay, sure. But the first season, I'm gonna give like an 8.7. And it's basically, it's a fake scenario, but a very realistic scenario where guy grows up in, I think, Lebanon. Family, friends, and city blows up from an airstrike. He's pissed off at the world. But grows up and moves on and tries to become a lawyer or accountant or something, or whatever. Has one bad thing turn into another bad thing, whatever. Just a string of bad luck and bad people and bad experiences that he's near. Boom, gets stuck in prison, meets a couple other extremists, becomes an extremist himself, and then plans to kill the president. Long story short. This analyst tracks money, finds him, breaks down this whole thing in 8 episodes. It's a really, really cool series if you're interested in that kind of stuff. Like CIA covert ops stuff. Second season, they're in Venezuela for nuclear shit and gold mines and realistic stuff, just not as cool. I'd give that season like a 7.5. So in total, it's like an 8.1 for me for the series.
All right.
But I can't think of his name now. Also from this guy's actually from The Office.
Oh, Krasinski?
John Krasinski, yeah. He's the perfect for that, like his body, his face, like the way his movements. I don't know, just the way he talks. He is the perfect covert ops type of person.
Yeah.
He was perfect for 13 Hours. He was perfect for Jack Ryan. He's a good fit. I like him.
My favorite anime is coming back in January. Let's fucking
Castlevania.
Oh no, Attack on Titan.
Okay. Did you watch Visions yet?
No.
All right.
I need to do that.
Yeah, you do.
All right, boy.
All right. Well, that was a good episode.
Yeah, that's. I think that's 39 right there. I can see.
Yeah. We did.
Let's go.
We did. All right. Well, love you all. Thanks to our sponsors. Might have some news coming soon. We'll see. We'll let you know.
Yeah. You know how that goes, ladies and gentlemen.
See you all next week. Bye. Oh shit.
Oh, did you try to shoot the camera?
Yeah.